When people try to manifest something, they still think of the real world of facts as the truth and the reality and imagination as something imaginary. They see it just as thoughts. Yet there is no real division. They are one. Your experiences in the real world and all the objects around you, events, moments, even the most insignificant ones are like shadows of your own mind. Those are your reflections and symbols of your mind. They have no reality in themselves. They are created and sustained by your feelings, beliefs, and expectations. There is, of course, nothing random or that was not created by you in your life. Nothing. This is very important to understand. Your mind is the cause. It is what makes and sustains reality. The facts and the world of your experiences are some kinds of feedback telling you what you do with yourself, within your own mind. They reflect you. So, anytime you fight, work hard, force, or try to convince, you have forgotten that you are dealing with illusions and shadows of your mind that have no power or life by themselves, but you keep feeding them, and so you close yourself in a loop. It's really like fighting with your own shadows or swimming against the current. If there is a situation that you don't like or that makes you suffer, leave it in your mind. Why do you feed something you don't want? The game will be real as long as you stay in it. So, wake up. Leave it. Don't feed it with your emotions or focus. Don't associate with it. Focus on the desired state of mind. Remember who you are. Remind yourself that you are dealing with substances of your own mind, and so the change has to be done in the mind, your feelings, mental images, assumptions, and expectations. Now this is very important. When you want to manifest something, understand that your goal should not be to make it physical or to make it happen in the world of facts. Because that's not your job. That is the job of the law. In fact, it is your own nature that does it. You don't try to breathe, nor to make your body alive, or to make your hair grow. Those are done by life itself. Your job is to deal with your own mind, to have discipline over your mind. All the work is done in the mind, and the law of life creates it for you. It constantly makes physical the content of your mind, good or bad. It makes no decisions for you. So, you have no one to convince, force, seduce, manipulate. You have nothing to work hard, suffer, or beg for. You have no miracles nor power to seek outside. You just have to generate what you want and persist in your own mind, without being distracted by old shadows that will soon vanish, unless you cannot distract yourself from them, or unless you don't want to leave them. So, always keep focusing on what you want. Generate only what you want. Imagine always the best. Expect the best. Associate with best beliefs and feelings. Avoid comparing your thoughts with real facts. Just focus on desirable states and persist. But the real key of all this is the understanding that the physical world is a manifestation of the mind. So make sure you become aware of that more and more. If you are not aware of it in your own experience, no text or book will make sense in practical terms. It will just be an intellectual idea, and you will always doubt. So, build your own awareness and understanding, then this practice of focusing on the best will be effortless. Finally, to end this video, I want to give you an example of a real situation and how to apply all of this. Let's say you have no money and your boss told you that you will lose the job. Normally, what would you do? You would panic, fear, imagine the lack and misery, right? It is very possible that the very second you are in this situation, you forget the law and your power, and you say, I knew it. I had never luck anyway. The worst is always attracted by me. So this only would reinforce the undesirable. But let's say you say okay to your boss, but mentally you don't care because you know it was manifested by your old fears, and you continue visualizing the best, having and spending great money, having a great life, and acting in the faith that all is well. And let's say that 2 or 3 days after that you realize that you cannot pay the bills. Without the understanding and awareness of your own power, you have a high probability of giving up the law in the moment and go back to your victim mentality. Yet if you really practice what I said above, you would not get distracted by fact, shadows, there is really nothing that can go against your mind. You always have what you truly believe and accept as fact. It is a law. So be very careful about what you really believe. Don't lie to yourself. There is no space for superstition here. Please understand. Always do your best in the moment in the physical world. Don't pretend you see no problems. This would be foolish, but, in your mind, know it cannot last because you changed your mind. Now the best is the only reality, even if you still see the effects of the old mentality. So, at no point you lie to yourself. It's all about understanding. So, no matter what your lack or problem is, you know it's there, you know it's real now because of your old thoughts and feelings, but that reality doesn't affect your mind because you have left it, even if sometimes you have to react to it physically. But your persisted states of mind will always win. With practice, all of this becomes second nature. You stop reacting to events and you act with the full joyful knowledge of your power and identity. I remind you again, the real work and manifestation is done in the mind. Don't worry manifesting it physically. It happens by itself when you stop distracting or questioning yourself or checking how well you're doing it. Just focus on the quality of the work in the mind. I hope you like this video. Subscribe for more such videos. Thanks for watching.